If you find motivation to be challenging, then go back to music. Here are my top 3 underrated breaks to keep you inspired. Focus. Yeah, welcome to the Knowledge Drop by Focus at the Flowmo crew, BBOYDojo.com and Cypher Studio, Helsinki, Finland. I don't know if it's November or what it is, but a lot of people have hit me up about how to keep up with motivation with your practice. Life gets on the way sometimes, and your everyday struggle can somehow eat out your motivation for practice. But there's one answer that remains the same no matter the season. Go deeper in music. If your main source of motivation is success or winning battles or titles, that can become pretty shallow over time. It's an outside source of motivation that doesn't come from within, and that's not sustainable really. No matter how good it feels after working so hard to finally win that battle and get that recognition, eventually, in the next jam and the next year, there's going to be another champ. If your source of motivation is internal, then it's way more lasting. And what could move you longer than deep love of music? So get your ass to a good old-fashioned record store if you need some spice in your practice. Here are my top 3 underrated breaks. Number 1, the incredible bongo band Inagara Vida. Another cut from the classic album Bongo Rock, the Block Party Classic LP from 1973 with the evergreen hits such as the Bongo Rock and the Apache that everybody should know about. But a lesser known and less played track that I love, Inagara Vida. Also sample for Nas's Hip Hop Is Dead, but the original track is golden. An 8-minute rock song with an amazing structure, not just a break. It's a beautiful build-up to the break. That's why I love when it's played a little bit longer at the jams. If it's just a break looped, then it's kind of like taking the whole thing out of context. The build-up to the break, and finally when that break drops, that makes the breakers go off and go crazy and react to the break of the records. Take B-Boy Wicked solo from B-Boy Summit 2001, for example, over here. Number 2, the 24 Karat Black theme by 24 Karat Black. Another example of a great build-up over here. If breaking wasn't so physical, I would love to rock the whole song while I was at it. Another 7+ minute joint from 1973. A great album in general that I keep at my summer house, so I can listen to it outside of the practice too. Gives you a mood of the smoky jazz clubs in New York. And actually, some of the best memories for this track lead back to New York too. A trip to Rocksteady anniversary and going to one of the club nights of that year, the B-Girl Fight Club. The illest B-Girls of the time at the Flyer and also getting busy at the Cyphers. I remember walking downstairs of the basement club and hearing this loud bass being played by DJ Skim Richards. You had the illest of New York and beyond getting busy with the low ceiling basement kind of club and small cyphers. The highlight of that night was sharing cyphers with K-Mel, who did not hold back. He did all of his big signature moves in a tiny ass cypher, and all that me and Hat Solo could do was try to keep up. Number 3, the Rare Earth. I couldn't believe what happened last night. Another rock record with a beautiful build-up. The structure gets you ready for that break that a lot of breakers have heard, but maybe haven't heard the whole song. A popular song amongst rock dancers, and no wonder it's got that rock vibe. I got introduced to it by DJ Lazy. I was lucky enough to battle at many events that he was playing at. And this break became part of his signature sound. That became a global classic breakbeat too. Yes, I'm sure there was other DJs who played it before him, but the first person that pops into my mind when I hear that record is the legendary DJ Lazy, rest in peace. Also shout out to Rome One from the crew, who told me once to buy any single Rare Earth record that comes on my way. I can recommend the same. So yeah, to summarize, if you're lacking motivation in your practice, then go deeper in music. And go beyond mixtapes too. Look for the whole songs behind that break and the albums that have the song too. Then look for the artists and the people who are playing in those bands. Do they have any other projects going on? Look for the record labels, the release years, and the album covers and other albums by the same artists. You get a whole different feel to those songs and that music. So much deeper than just listening to mixes on SoundCloud. And that, my friends, can be seen but also felt in the way that you rock the floor. Let me know in the comments your favorite breakbeat. And next up after that, head out to BBOY.com, sign up for my free footwork workshop. Thanks for tuning in with the Knowledge Drop. Catch you in the next one. Peace.